I hope y'all felt that. And into the KD stuff. For all y'all, this should be a year where you look at basketball and you say, you know what, bro? Name's not going to cut it no more. We need to actually have a good basketball team. Steve Nash, we all knew what Steve Nash was, bro. He was a coach that was meant to manage egos. He's not a good X's and O's coach. The team roster is built upon KD and Kyrie. Go crazy, go off. I told people Boston did not give the Celtics their best punch. Grant Williams went 0 for 4 from 3 in the first game. He went perfect last night. The Celtics are just a better team. That's why I picked the Celtics to go 6 games. I still think KD and Kyrie maybe squeeze out 1 or 2, but the Celtics are just a better team. And in the playoffs, rebounding, all the small stuff that nobody cares about matters. Peyton Pritchard was getting hella boards, shooting threes, playing his role. Al Horford, defensive god, passing, shooting a three. That type of stuff matters. The Nets don't have that. And that's why they're outclassed. And I just want to say this too. I don't do the narrative talk. I like basketball. Let me tell you something right now. For all you KD apologists who try to paint this narrative about KD that, oh, he's Teflon, he can do anything, this and that. If the Golden State Warriors win a championship this year and Kevin Durant goes out in the first round, that's all I got to say. You know what that means.
That means Jordan Poole's better than him.
I'm not saying that, but hey, I feel it.
It means Steph is better than him. Cut the bullshit.
I mean, that's pretty clear, though. That's pretty obvious.
I gotta leave by 11.
Steph already been better than him, Nat, but my bad. Go ahead. Preach.
We don't need that to happen to know that, right? Like, if you just had good basketball sense and were paying attention to what was happening, like, you cannot be the best player when you're not the one on the fucking court getting schemed for. Like, y'all want to make up all kinds of shit to justify why it was happening. You cannot be the best fucking player on the court when a team is not scheming for you. Get the fuck out of here. That does not happen. And y'all go out of the way with the mental gymnastics to say this bullshit for Kevin Durant. Oh, they don't do it. Y'all must have not been watching it OKC.
Because the Golden State hate for Kevin Durant.
Nah, Malika, we spitting.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Let her spit.
Yeah, Malika, stop trying to protect Kevin Durant at all turns. Let Queen Nat preach.
I got 5 minutes left, so let me talk, and then you could talk because you're going to be able to talk even after I'm gone. But you mad sensitive about Kevin Durant. You've been in my mentions all night. And like, I get it. He's your favorite player, just like Stephen Curry is mine. But I'm just asking basketball questions. When does the best player on the court not get schemed? You don't see them scheming for Kyrie. They're scheming for Kevin Durant. That's because he's the best player on the court. But in Golden State, they were scheming for that light-skinned nigga. And y'all don't want to acknowledge that. Okay, that's one. All right, let me tell you, I'm for all the narratives and I'm for all the agendas. And I want everything fucking getting exposed this year. That's where I'm at, okay? So I hope Middleton comes back. I hope he comes back, but I don't want to hear these fucking pleas either for Giannis, because Giannis, I've been told, is the best player in the world. So he needs to go beat the Bucks, okay? I mean, he needs to go beat the Bulls. That's what needs to happen. I don't want to hear shit about Middleton being out. I don't want to hear that. Giannis is the best player in the world. He was an MVP candidate. That's what I've been told. Go beat the Bulls. I don't want to hear about all these injuries and shit, because other teams have had injuries, other teams have had to win, and they can probably get Middleton back. So that's how I feel about the Bucks. I think they were going to lose that game regardless whether Middleton got hurt. The Bulls just came to play last night, and the Bucks were playing. So that's that. Thank you, Gifted, for my applause, because you know and I know. And the only thing I'm going to just say, the last thing is, when it comes to the names, I do think the names matter. I do think the big stars matter. They matter when teams are sort of like evenly matched or close, right? So like last year, the Suns were a great team, but so were the Bucks, and you had Giannis. So that's really where the star comes into play. But in a game like the Celtics versus the Nets, like, yeah, KD is the bigger name and the better player than Tatum, but Tatum is a superstar or an almost superstar on the rise. Like, he's there. And so when you couple that with a better team, and then you got a player like Tatum on the other side, this is what can happen. And I posed this question to Cash before the playoffs started, and I asked, I see the Knicks making it hard on KD, but on a team like the Knicks, you're going to be able to survive them because they're not that good. So like even if he scores inefficiently or less inefficiently than KD, it's not going to be a problem. But what happens when you play a better team? And the Celtics are showing us that. So give credit to the Celtics, give credit to their defense, because they do have Kevin Durant in jail. This is not him just not playing well. It is because the Celtics are making him not play well. And we need to acknowledge this and stop posting bail for Kevin Durant. I'm tired of that shit. Thank you for letting me rant, Chris. I would have stopped sooner, but that's because I got to bounce at 11. So thank you.
Hey, hey, I had to let that get in. Hey, listen.
22 years old. I must be the greatest. I told the world. I talk to God every day. If God's with me, can't nobody be against me. I shook up the world. I shook up the world.
Shook up the world.
Hey, I had to let that get in, bro. I had to let Nat
fire.
say her piece, bro. But let me be very clear again. This is not some new thing that we've been telling. I've been telling y'all this from the very, very beginning. When Kevin Durant is playing a team and Steph Curry is on his team and they're scheming for Steph Curry consistently, and Kevin Durant gets to do what he's best at in isolation, similar to last year, how they let KD go one-on-one, it's a different type of scheme. It's not so comfortable when you got Al Horford, Jason Tatum, and Marcus Smart scheming against you, sending 2 or 3 every single time, and you got to make the right pass over the double team consistently through and through and through. And KD
And he's
can still come
crying
back and
about
play
it.
great.
He's
But that's the
crying
fact.
about it. You see the comments?
Yeah.
You see the post-game comments?
I sure did.
Crying. I ain't never hear Steph crying about no coverage.
Mama,
Let me
need
cook.
some
Let me
milk.
cook. I need. I'm burning up. Y'all gotta let me out. I gotta cook, Chris. Chris, I gotta cook. Let me cook. Can I cook?
Oh, look here,
Please,
like
can I cook?
I'm here trying to be as equitable as possible. I'm a defer here to Malaya to let her go.
Thank you, please. Thank
I feel as though if we don't, she's going to explode and cause some self harm, and
you.
I'm not
Yes,
about that.
probably.
So
I'm not
Malaya,
gonna hurt nobody. I might hurt some feelings though. It's
real
about to go
quick though,
down.
before
Okay,
you
let me
go,
out. Let me out. Let me out.
I'm gonna give some shout outs. Cedric Shine is in the building. He missed Pod Thorn up here. Khaleesi's in the building. I know I want to be able to get her thoughts up here coming up on the game. And shout out to the Not Just Dribble Pod, another exiled, banished member of 76ers Twitter, like myself. Malia, go ahead and cook.
Okay. This is the part I'm about to cook on a few people right now. This is the part, at the end of because I'm not saving no KD because I am a Warriors fan. My mother is a Warriors fan. We've been Warriors. My mom been Warrior fan since they first won the title. And I've been, with KD, because we about to put KD 6 feet under. Malika, I'm not about to bury him up. Me and Nat, we about to bury him 6 feet under right now. Because this is the part. And Kyrie, yeah, y'all love Ramadan Kyrie. Yeah, he ain't him. He ain't him. No. Okay, KD, don't be calling us back. Okay, over here in Golden State, because you can't do it without us now. Don't let this joke get sweet, because I'm gonna cook them and be like, hey, you can't do it without us no more, bro. So right now, this is the part of the funeral with KD's funeral, right? Where they play that 90s music when everybody's singing at the end of the funeral. This is where he at. Because him and Kyrie played like a mid-pack, okay, last night. Okay.
Full
Now
20.
next. Hold up. I'm about to cook. Okay. Next. Okay, with this Raptors game. Now, I want to tell you, I mean no disrespect to Fred. I want to say something about Fred. It's something y'all don't know. Okay, that joker's from the same hometown I am from. Literally, right here. He learned Abraham Lincoln, what George Washington, the same thing they teach in history class, and algebra too, with my cousins, probably my play cousins too, and my crazy stepsister as well. He literally went to the same high school they went to, and that I went to, that later on graduated on. But anyways, him and Drake got dang near Big Show slapped by MB last night. Got Big Show slapped, okay, 3 times, because they down 3-0. If you ever watch wrestling and you watch Big Show slap somebody on the chest, Okay, that's what happened to Drake and twin brother Fred VanVleet. That's what happened.
Giving me a big slow promo right now,
1,
though. I'm gonna sleep.
2, 3, and they about to get knocked out on the ground because that's what Big Show finisher was. That you get knocked out. So Embiid was slapping them. 1 slap, 2 slap, and they about to get knocked. Okay, and that's what Embiid was telling Drake last night. I'm about to knock the socket out of you, like you Big Show. You and Fred, I'm gonna send y'all back home. Okay, so it's very sad, but no disrespect to my Raptor homies, because I ain't no Raptor fan. I'm a Golden State, so that's why I was bashing KD. Because right now, boy, I'm gonna cook him if he gets swept like Stephen A. What Stephen A. You may keep arguing with his KD mama. Watch KD mama gonna be like, don't you disrespect my baby. Don't you disrespect my baby, Stephen A. Don't you disrespect my baby. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, Chris.
Oh no, you good. You Cash, you're gonna have to bring it to next Twitter, man, if y'all get swept.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Nat. No, I think it's Nat's first. Nat gets the first. Nat and Carla. Probably.
Nat and Carla?
Yeah,
all right.
definitely.
We'll go to Malika. I know Malika's got something that she wants to get off, and we'll let her respond. We'll go to the executive hater, and then we're going to introduce Swiper from SwipaCam on YouTube, one of the best people you can follow here, talking all things Nuggets and all things pop culture and NBA. Malika, go ahead.
All I'm going to say is this weird how Golden State fans hate one of the players that helped them get championships. It's just very strange. Like, and KD had 2 bad playoff games.
I don't hate him, girl. I don't hate him.
Let me finish. That did happen. He did have 2 playoff games. I am not making excuses. I am not happy with his play. But he had 2 playoff games. He's still KD. He's still one of the greatest players to touch a floor. And I don't care what Nat said. That is my homie. That's my homie. But nah, we differ on the KD disrespect. Like, it's just, I just think the
Malika, why must you be the defensive player of the year? You cannot save him. Jesus himself cannot save him today.
KD did not play well last night. But I just think the slander is over the top. But
this is not slander.
Well,
this is proof. Your praise is over the top. Your praise is over the top rope.
I'm not a KD apologist. I'm not a KD apologist, but he actually didn't have a bad game. Like that's my problem. He didn't have a bad game. Boston had an outstanding game.
Nah, Chris, we're not doing that. No.
You go back. No, okay. This is no. This is my problem. The dude shot 18 for 20 from the line. That means he got fouled on at least 10 attempts. Stop it. If he ain't getting fouled on those 10 attempts, what did he go? 6 for 10? If he goes 6 for 10, you ain't gonna be. Stop. He went 18 for 20. It's not like he went 0 for 1. Kyrie Irving is more at fault than KD. Andre Drummond is more at fault than KD. Those are just facts.
You just said you weren't a KD apologist. He went 0 for 10 in the second half with 3 turnovers. He was turning the ball over.
He sucked. Stop it, Stop it. He still had a good game.
Chris, you my dog. That's not true. You my dog, Chris. And I ain't even got no pancake of take. I ain't even got no dog in the fight, my bro.
This is my problem, Swiper.
Chris,
I'm gonna let you go right
That's
after me.
because your dog is down 0-2, Swiper. The fake MVP.
I'm gonna let you go right after me. This is my problem, right? If this was Embiid, nobody says anything other than the fact that, well, Embiid only had a good game because he went to the line for 20 times. I know this. Because it happens every night.
No.
Just ask Nelly.
You gotta watch the game. There's no way in hell you can campaign for Joel Embiid still.
It's the most disingenuous basketball argument
what are we doing?
I've ever heard you use, Chris.
That was bad, bro. That was actually bad. That's actually a bad take out of you.
Joel Embiid are not the same, and
They're
you know it.
See, this, how are they not? Are they both not
How
MVP
are they not?
caliber
The way they
talent?
operate is totally different. Joel Embiid puts pressure on you consistently
Chris,
at the
play the music
basket.
for
And
yourself.
Gifted, you said KD
Play
would
the
never
funeral
have a
music for
bad
yourself
game
right
like that
now.
again after game one. I'm done
It
listening
was
to
worse
you.
than game one. It was worse than game one. What are we doing,
Exactly.
Chris?
So why are you talking when you said it wouldn't happen again?
Hey,
I
We
don't
got
understand, bro.
receipts,
Chris, I
man.
don't even have a dog in that fight, Chris. I'm not gonna lie to you, my bro. But
Yeah, go ahead,
KD
Swiper.
he is stunk the first 2 games of the playoffs, and he was awful last night.
Unaggressive.
Defensively,
Not
he's been
interested.
getting cooked.
Not
He
taking
hasn't.
advantage of a more aggressive defense
let's
whatsoever. Not yelling to, not telling and getting the teams in setups where he can get the
Cash,
ball in situations where he's going to catch. Or
Cash.
I don't think Cash can hear us. I don't know.
Let me make a quick point, right? Let me make a quick point. First of all, you're killing KD, and I still don't understand. He's KD. All right. 2, I question it. Coach,
I don't know what the hell going on. Listen, Chris, you just capping, bro. I'm sorry.
Finish quickly, half court, because Swiper's going. Swiper needs to go.
I question why hire Nash from the beginning. All Nets fans said we'll be fine. We'll need a coach. All right. Steph Curry, was 4 or 6 last night. He shot 50% from the field. Why didn't he get more shots? That's coaching. You have to get him more shots. He can cook if he gets the shots. You got to use your weapons. You got people, 3, 4 people going at KD. You got to give up that rock and move the ball. But that's coaching. You can't have KD doing everything out there and Kyrie doing everything out there, and you got Steph Curry out there.
All right, Swiper, you're up. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you straight. I'm letting y'all get off, man. I understand there's a lot of emotions around this Kevin Durant topic. I ain't got no dog in the fight. I'm just telling you right now, Kevin Durant was terrible. He's been terrible. But a lot of this just has to do with the limitations he does have as a playmaker, especially against aggressive defenses. He's been very good at playmaking. He's gotten better at playmaking this season. But he is very limited when it comes to his ability to get other people involved, as well as that roster construction is not tailored to help him be a better playmaker, especially considering when he has to be the lead ball handler. Kyrie Irving is in prison, obviously, with having Marcus Smart on him and then having to deal with Derek White. Like, people don't give the Celtics enough credit for the fact that they have been in amazing, like a almost historically great defense for the last half of the season. Jason Tatum has taken a leap where, yeah, he's better than KD this year. I think that's pretty clear. He's better all around than KD. He's a better on-ball defender. He's been a good off-ball defender this year. He's been a great scorer this season. He has been better than KD. So, and again, that's not because KD isn't great. But I think people just have to realize that Jason Tatum has taken a real step. And again, in the playoffs, and I don't know what all the laughing emojis is about. We having a basketball conversation. I would love to hear y'all takes a while why you think Durant's been better than Jason Tatum in the last 40 games of the season going into the playoffs, because I actually have numbers to back that up. But Tatum has been amazing.
I was laughing in agreement, my dear.
Yeah, right. No, not even. Yeah, not you. No, I know. Malika and have some opinions about that. But again, I ain't got no dog in the fight because I'm not a KD stand like that. So I just think that people just need to realize that, one, this is mostly Boston. Boston just needs to get credit for it. They've been amazing. I think they may win in the gentleman's sweep. It might be that bad. But I do think, man, KD has just been abysmal. He has been one of the worst playoff performers on volume this season so far. I think he can be better. I mean, it's Kevin Durant, so obviously he can be a lot better, man. But it's been bad. Like, it's been really bad.
Questions. Do you know the amount of free throw attempts the starting lineup the Boston Celtics had?
No, how many do they have?
They had a total of 24 or 25.
So you're saying that you feel like they're getting a good whistle?
No. Kevin Durant took 20.
Right.
A singular person. So just by chance, he shot 4 for 17. Let's say he makes 4 more shots instead of taking 8 more free throws. And he goes in the final 8 for 13, 14 for 16 for 29 points, and they lose 114-107. Are we having the same discussion?
Yeah, we're having the same discussion.
All right, that's all I see. So that's how easy it is, ladies and gentlemen. Like, boom.
So I think it's not that easy because it's when those shots come. And when you got to understand, it daisy chains into he hits those shots. Whoa. That is the difference between them taking the ball out from under the basket and getting the ball out in transition like they were able to do. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't happen in a vacuum.
I agree with you, Cash, but the argument I'm saying in this is actually different. But yeah, what you said is true. What I'm saying in general, when we grade performance, not the actual measure of a game. And he's saying, yes, by that standard, he would still hold KD to having a bad game.
Well, KD has this reputation as a
See,
historically
Chris, I
great
don't want to
playoff
take
riser.
nothing away from Boston. Real quick, Swiper, because you said this is Boston. No, this is his whole career. The only time he's done something is in Golden State. Really and truly. Y'all got to stop taking my takes and starting to recycle them. He's been better than Tatum, dog. Today, I'm hearing a lot of fans whose teams suck. 0-2, the fake MVP coming for somebody. My man over there is a Laker fan. Y'all can't stop jumping on the gravy train now, man. This is sad and pathetic. This is sad and pathetic. Y'all some fake-ass motherfuckers coming for KD when y'all got to stay in y'all place.
Go ahead, Swipe, and finish up, man. He just
y'all know what you're talking about. So I think KD's not been all that great, but it is what it is. We can talk about this at some point. I think obviously Embiid had a great game yesterday as well. But like this whole discourse has just morphed and changed over the last couple of weeks, like the MVP vote and the Jokic slander and all this other stuff, and just kind of how people are talking about basketball as a whole, bro. Like, again, man, KD has his reputation as a historically great playoff riser. He has some great performances. But again, if you just look into his resume, like he has underperformed many times as well. So you can expect some of it, but you cannot expect some of it. I think people are just coming to a realization that people wanted to say KD was still the best player in the NBA because of some performances he had versus the Bucks last year. They've been giving him the pass because of injuries and all this other stuff. At the end of the day, ever since that LeBron Durant debate was cleared, KD has either underperformed or then even his reputation when he tied on to Golden State. Obviously, it took a hit because he won those 2 championships with them. He's never taken a team by himself since 2012 to the finals. He's never lived up to those expectations. So really, we have had maybe the wrong expectations of Kevin Durant since 2012, just because he has not gotten his team to the promised land since that point without being on the word. Now, that's not to discredit him as a player. He's obviously still a top 15 all-time player. But I think, again, this is just a reevaluation of him in terms of his overall stature in the NBA and the kind of player he is. But
all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get the hands cleared, so we're gonna go back to more of basketball talk. We're gonna move a little bit away from KD for now. We'll definitely be bringing it back. Up next, you're gonna hear KP, the executive hater. We got the Not Just Dribble Pod lined up. We got Half Court Heat, who already spoke, but we'll finish his take, and Jay Nicky. We'll bring up some new people after those 4 have gone, and then we'll talk Nelly J. With some Sixers and Raptors, and then we'll start bringing up some more people. Thank you, everybody. KP, floor is yours.
Gravity is working against me, and gravity.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Woo, y'all sensitive thugs all need hugs up in here today. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you letting me up. It's been a fun day. Had great sleep. I found my passion sitting on my balcony with some herbal tea. Man, it's a beautiful day. It's funny, man, when that gravity is going, you just be floating all over the place, getting beat down by defensive coverages. It's pretty wild how that happens. Just wanted to say a couple things. I don't dislike KD. All you guys that be saying, why you keep hating on KD? I don't want that fool to win. I don't have to like my competition. He's trying to win a chip. I want my team to win. Why do I have to like him? Why do I have to praise him? I don't. I won't. I will not. I cannot. Why I gotta do that? You like him. That's cool with you. You can like him. I don't have to. Now on to the game. Said this a long time ago. A couple people was telling me, oh, he was the best player then and he was the best player now. But when he get, like the good sister Nat said, when the pressure is on, pressure bust pipes, and he was a frozen pipe in the winter in the projects yesterday. He was cold. He was tight. He didn't know what to do. So the next game, he might have a good game. And then the narrative changes until, oh, KD is back. KD is a great player, but I don't have to cheer for him. But I will say this to all you Nets fans. Listen to this, Nets fans. Just listen to this. going to be crickets and tumbleweed on Atlantic Avenue and Flatbush. When the series is over, it's going to be real quiet on the timeline. So I got unlimited supply of crickets and tumbleweeds for that ass. Pardon me, kids, whoever listening to this in the replay, I didn't mean that word. I meant asterisk. So Nets fans, it's going to be okay. Y'all might win one game. Y'all might win two games. It's not that you're losing. It's the way that you're losing. You're getting beat up. You're getting beat down. You're getting hoodwinked. You're getting led astray by a coach that never coached and a player that didn't want to play. Y'all was crying and pleading. Mayor Adams, get rid of the mandate. If you just get rid of the mandate, everything gonna be all right. But it ain't all right. Why? Because you got bad players doing bad things. They don't want to be there. And they say, hey, wait till Ben Simmons comes. We'll drop him in the middle of the playoffs. He ain't play a game in almost a year. And he's going to have the breath and the body control and the foot speed to catch up and play. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? I want you guys to lose. I want you guys to lose miserably. I want you guys to lose in epic fashion. That's my goal. That's my passion. That's what's going to happen. And last thing for you, Chris, you said a lot of funny things in here, man. You defended a lot of people, so I got 2 words for you, Chris. That diss track is coming soon, Chris.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you hear the executive hater, host of Hate Reviews. For some reason, like he took it on himself to try to enlighten you by writing a diss track about me. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited to hear it because like soon. It's not gonna work because like the bounds of my hate exceed the grip of Steph Curry's gravity, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I hate so hard naturally that, like, when I go to, I'm not even going to finish that statement, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, Derek Stein.